Have you ever felt like you were wearing a mask? Not a real mask, but a feeling inside. A feeling that says, this is not really me. Maybe you are at work. You smile, you answer questions, you look confident. But deep inside, you feel something different. You feel tired. You feel a little lonely. Or maybe you were with people you don't know well. You try hard to say the right things. You try to look good. You try to be liked. And then you go home. You close the door. You sit down quietly. And finally, you breathe. And you think, now I am me. That moment, that small, quiet moment, it is so important. It is so human. Today, we talk about that feeling. Today, we talk about being yourself. Welcome to Be Yourself. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Be Yourself. I am Candy. I am your English coach, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I am Yang. Hello, everyone. It is really good to be here. Thank you for listening.
Today's topic is very special to me. It is called the persona. Now, that word might be new for you, so let me explain it simply. In psychology, that is, the study of the human mind, there's an idea called the persona. It is a word from Latin. It means mask. It is the face we show to other people. Not always our real face, just the face we think people want to see.
The face we think people want to see. That sounds very familiar, Candy.
It does, doesn't it? It is very familiar. We all do it, every single one of us. And today, we explore why we do it and what it means for our happiness and how we can slowly, gently learn to take off that mask.
I like that. Take off the mask. That sounds like freedom.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. Okay, let's begin our main session. I want to tell you a story. It is a simple story, but I think it will feel very real to you.
Her name is Mia. She is 28 years old. She works in a big office. Every morning, she wakes up early. She puts on her nice clothes. She puts on her makeup. She looks in the mirror and she says to herself, "Okay, I am ready. Let's go."
At the office, Mia is always smiling, always helpful, always cheerful. Her coworkers love her. Her boss says she is excellent. People often say, Mia is always so positive. She is always so happy. And Mia smiles and says, "Thank you. Yes, I love my work."
She sounds like a perfect person.
She does. She really does. But here is the other part of the story. Every evening, Mia goes home. She closes the door. She takes off her shoes. She sits on the floor. And sometimes she cries. Not because something terrible happened, just because she is tired. Tired of smiling, tired of being perfect, tired of wearing that mask all day long.
Oh, that is very sad, but also very real.
It is very real. And I think many people listening to us right now understand this feeling. You perform all day. You show the world what it wants to see. And then, in the quiet of your room, you finally let yourself just be.
Yeah, I understand Mia very well. Can I share something, Candy?
Of course. Please.
I used to do this too. In meetings, I always try to sound very smart, very calm, very sure of myself. But inside, I had many doubts, many questions. I was not sure at all. I just wore the mask of someone who was sure.
Thank you for sharing that, Yang. That takes courage. And I think that is so important because we often think, I am the only one who feels this way. But we are not alone. So many people are wearing a coat that doesn't belong to them. walking around in someone else's clothes, trying to fit in, trying to be accepted.
A coat that doesn't belong to you. I like that image. It sounds uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable. Imagine wearing a coat every day. It is too tight. The color is wrong. It is not you at all. But you wear it because you think, people will like me more if I wear this. Does that sound familiar?
Very familiar. And the longer you wear it, the more you forget what your own coat looks like.
Yes, exactly. That is a beautiful and sad truth. When we wear the mask for too long, we start to forget our real self. We forget what we truly like, what we truly feel, what we truly want. It is like a flower trying to grow like a tree. The flower keeps pushing, keeps stretching, but it is not a tree. It is a flower, and flowers are beautiful too.
A flower trying to grow like a tree. Candy, that is a very good way to say it. We don't need to be a tree, we just need to be what we are.
Exactly. And here is the good news. Wearing a persona, wearing a mask is not always bad. Sometimes it is necessary. When we meet new people, a little mask can protect us. When we are at work, some formality is good. It is okay. It is human. We all do it.
Right, so the mask itself is not the enemy.
No, the mask is not the enemy. The problem is when we forget we are wearing a mask, when the mask becomes our whole life, when we lose touch with who we really are underneath. That is when we feel empty. That is when we feel tired, like Mia, sitting alone on the floor and crying.
So, what can we do? How do we find our real self again?
That is a wonderful question, and the answer is gentle. It starts small. It starts with one honest moment. It could be writing in a journal. It could be a walk alone in nature. It could be talking to one person you really trust, one person who lets you take off the coat, one person who says, just be you. That is enough. Another small step is to notice your feelings without judging them. When you feel sad, you do not have to say, I should not feel this way. You can simply say, I feel sad, and that is okay. Just notice it. Just name it. That small act of honesty with yourself is already a step toward your real self. And over time, those small steps add up. They build into something beautiful.
That is enough. I think those 3 words are so powerful. Just that is enough.
They are. And sometimes the person who needs to say those words to you is you yourself. You look in the mirror and you say, I see you, the real you, and you are enough. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a tree. You are a flower, and you are beautiful exactly as you are.
I think Mia needed to hear that.
She did. And you know what? The story has a small, hopeful ending. One day, Mia decided something. She decided to tell one coworker the truth. She said, I am actually having a hard week. I am not always happy. And her coworker looked at her and said, Me too, Mia.
Oh, that is beautiful. One honest moment, and suddenly she was not alone anymore.
Exactly. One honest moment. That is where connection begins. Not in the perfect smile, not in the perfect words, in the honest, simple truth. That is where real friendship lives. That is where real life lives.
Right. And when I think about it, the moments I feel most connected to people are not the big, impressive moments. They are the small, honest ones.
Yes, Yang, that is so true. The small, honest moments. Remember that, everyone. The mask can come off gently. You don't have to throw it away. Just loosen it a little. Breathe. Let a little bit of the real you come through. That is a very good start. Think of it like a room that has been closed for a very long time. You do not throw open all the windows at once. You open just one window. a little bit, and the fresh air starts to come in, slowly, gently, and the room begins to feel alive again. That is what it feels like when you let the real you breathe. Now let me tell you about the thinker who had this idea. His name was Carl Jung. He was a great psychologist. That means he studied the human mind. He lived a long time ago, but his ideas are still very powerful today.
I have heard his name before. He was Swiss, right? From Switzerland?
Yes, exactly. Carl Jung was Swiss. He thought deeply about who we are as human beings, and he said something very important. He said, we all have a persona. Remember, persona means mask. It is the part of us we show to the world. It is the social face, the public face.
Right, the face for the outside world.
Yes, but Jung also said behind the mask there is a real you, a deeper you. He called it the self with a capital S. The self is who you truly are. It is not your job. It is not your appearance. It is not what other people think of you. It is the quiet, honest, real person inside.
The real person inside. I like that. The self.
And Jung said that true happiness, he called it individuation, but let's just say true happiness, comes when we know both parts of ourselves. We know our persona, our public face, and we know our real self. We don't confuse the two. And slowly, we let our real self shine a little more, day by day. Jung also spoke about something he called the shadow. The shadow is the part of us that we hide away, the feelings we are embarrassed by, the parts of ourselves that we think are not acceptable to show. But Jung said, do not ignore the shadow. Approach it gently. Try to understand it. Because inside the shadow, there is often great energy. There is truth. And when we understand our shadow, we become more whole, more complete, more truly ourselves.
That is a beautiful goal. Letting the real self shine a little more, day by day.
It is, and it does not happen overnight. It is a journey, a gentle, slow journey, but every small, honest moment is a step forward. Every time you say what you really think, every time you show a little of your true feeling, that is a step, and that step matters. So now I want to ask you something. Just you, the listener. Take a quiet moment right now, no rush, and think about this question. When do you feel most like yourself? When is it easy to just be you?
Maybe it is with your best friend. Maybe it is when you are cooking alone in the kitchen. Maybe it is when you are walking outside at night. Maybe it is when you are playing music or drawing or just sitting quietly. Maybe it is when you are reading a book that you truly love or laughing at something funny with someone you completely trust. Those moments, those simple, easy moments, they are precious. Hold on to them. Remember them.
Think about that moment. Hold it gently, because that moment is a clue. It is a clue about who you really are, and that real you is worth knowing. That real you is worth showing to the world, a little at a time. You do not have to share everything with everyone, but maybe with one person you can show a little more of the real you, and maybe you will discover that they appreciate the real you even more than the mask. Maybe you will find that being real is actually what the people around you have been quietly waiting for all along.
So to summarize today, we all wear a persona, a mask. It helps us in social situations. That is okay. But the real happiness comes when we also know our true self and when we are brave enough to let that self be seen, even just a little.
Well said, Yang. And I want to add one more thing. You are not broken. You are not wrong. You are not too much or too little. You are a human being, complex and beautiful, and you deserve to be yourself, fully, freely, gently yourself. The world needs your real voice, not just your polished, careful, perfect voice. Your real one, with its warmth and its truth and its imperfections. That voice is a gift, and please do not keep it hidden forever. The people who are meant to love you will love the real you, not the mask, the real, honest, whole you. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. It really means a lot. I hope this episode felt like a warm, gentle hug for your heart.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. That is always enough.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our channel. It helps us so much. And share this episode with someone who needs a little encouragement today. Someone who needs to hear it is okay to be you.
And next time is very exciting. We talk about something amazing. It is called synchronicity. That is a big word, but the idea is simple. It is about strange coincidences that feel like magic. Have you ever thought about someone and then suddenly they called you? Or you heard a song and it was exactly the right song for that moment?
That feeling, that magical, surprising feeling, is called synchronicity, and it is our next topic. I cannot wait to explore it with you. Until next time, take good care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, and remember,
Be yourself.
goodbye everyone. See you next time.